Dear Electoral College members, for starters, thank you. Thank you for caring enough about government to even know how to become an electoral, or an elector, or electoral collegiate. I don't know what it is. Are there perks to the job, or are you just someone who likes to be involved in the civic processes of our government? In either case, thank you very much. Now, this may have been a purely ceremonial position for the last 200 years, where you just vote the way your state has swung in the presidential election. But as you may be reading in other letters like this one, that is not what the Electoral College was meant to do. As I understand it, it was never meant to be just a math function of vote reporting, but rather a group of thoughtful electors, real people who would act as the final safeguard against someone unfit to be president from being swept into office on a wave of freak popularity. Our government and the Constitution that outlines its operation are full of safeguards meant to keep terrible things from happening, to keep tyranny at bay. And that is what I am asking you to do on December 19th. I am asking you to break from the side that won your state by a slim majority and vote for Hillary Clinton instead of Donald Trump. Why? Well, she won the popular vote by more than 2.5 million votes. That's more than almost any presidential candidate has done in many decades. 2, Donald Trump and his campaign were the beneficiary of a coordinated propaganda attack by Russia, planting fake news stories in the press and social media, and then spreading and reinforcing them with paid trolls and bots, like the ones who are commenting on this video. This is a foreign power acting to affect our elections. This happened, and even if it's only swayed the count a little bit, that is all it took. Thirdly, the Republican Party pursued a well-documented, successful campaign of voter suppression in many of the swing states, keeping likely Clinton voters from expressing their democratic rights on Election Day. And while those reasons alone should be enough to delegitimize Trump's so-called win, there is also the fact that he is a dangerously underqualified, thin-skinned, climate change-denying, pathological liar with very little interest in the actual operation of the United States government. I didn't even mention the pussy grabbing. Anyway, he's a bullshit artist of the highest order who values nothing but the stroking of his own ego and the growth of his own personal fortune. He's a bigoted, anti-intellectual bully who I would be deeply embarrassed to have represent me or the United States of America. And if you can't bring yourself to switch your vote to Hillary Clinton, I urge you to abstain or vote for someone else. If neither candidate gets 270 votes, the president is chosen by the House of Representatives, and they are no great fans of his either. If you really honestly think Donald Trump is a good choice for president, by all means, go ahead and vote for him. In fact, if that's the case, I can't believe you read this far down in this letter, so thank you for that. But if you don't think he's qualified for the job, if you are frightened by the racist, homophobic, anti-Semitic hate crimes that have spiked since the election, emboldened by the Klan-friendly president-elect, if you're as worried as the rest of us, I urge you to do the right thing and vote against Donald Trump on December 19th. Make your service at the Electoral College actually mean something. Become a faithless elector and help save our country. Yours sincerely, Professor Hans von Puppet. Thank you for watching, my friends. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that jazz. That is the actual text of a letter that we wrote that we are sending off to all of these electors today. And you should do the same thing. The Electoral College meets on December 19th for the final vote, and nothing is over until then. We still have a chance to influence them. There's a link in the description, I'll print it right here as well, of where you can go and get the mailing list. This guy has printed them all on labels. It's very easy for you to download the labels, and even a pre-written letter that you can just put your name on and all that jazz. It's sort of a mail merge document. Join in, my friends. This is political activism that we can do ourselves. It's going to cost you about the same as sending Christmas cards this year, but believe me, I think it's worth it.